Hey YouTubers, this is CG Hot Wheels. Got a few cars to show you. Got some Matchboxes and a set of cars that are hitting targets that I actually wasn't aware of at all. When I went to the pegs, it just caught me by surprise. So without further ado, let's get started. But first of all, I hit brand new Matchboxes at my Walmart and a Walmart out of town for me. As most of you know, the batch for May is the G case. And there's really 3 cars in particular that are highly sought after right now. The rest are just all garbage. At least I think. There's only 3 in particular, 2 of which are new castings, that are worth getting out of the whole set. So let's take a look. So in the G case we have the new 015 Subaru WRX STI police car, done up in a British police car livery. So it's got front detailing, nothing on the rear. I mean, it's a nice casting when you look at it as a whole. It looks very realistic. And it goes along nicely with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution police car that came out in the 60th anniversary series back in 2013. But a lot of people don't like this car because the proportions are off. People could argue that it sits too high, the body is too wide, or the body is too narrow, or they don't like the light bar on the top. It doesn't look very realistic. There's no detail on the back. It looks very smooshed. The Subaru WRX in real life is a lot wider, but this one looks like it's very smooshed in. And I do like the front. It's got the headlights. It's got those little warning flashers on the side to let you know what's coming up behind you. I like the wheels. I mean, overall it's a nice casting, but a lot of nitpickers out there about execution and proportions could say otherwise. But I like it as a whole. Let's see, next up is a casting done up in a livery that should have been done when it first came out, but Matchbox got with the program and did it for the second one. The highly anticipated Volkswagen Transporter Cab. In just a solid green with front and rear detailing. That's all it takes for a nice casting. This is how it should have looked the first time it came out. I mean, look at that. It's got the grille detailed, headlights, turn signals, lower grille, the Volkswagen logo right in the center. It's got a nice set of dish wheels on it. Tail lights, what looks to be a European license plate, looks like a British license plate or something. And of course, the accessories in the bed. I mean, they had 2 of them at the store, but I didn't pay close attention to the bed because I believe there's variations on these where you have cargo in the bed and then you don't have cargo in the bed. So I should have looked at both of them to see if they had it, but I'm pretty sure that they were the same. So, but yeah, I finally found it, because here's the other new casting that's highly sought after. Got the brand new Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. Yeah, a 6-wheeled off-road luxury SUV / pickup truck. Such a weird vehicle from Mercedes. And this is a brand new car. So it's just very odd looking, but I like it. It's actually really neat. And just like the Volkswagen, it's got front and rear detailing. Now, I'm glad to see Mercedes-Benz back at Mattel. But what I've noticed is that on pretty much every modern release of a Mercedes-Benz from either Hot Wheels or Matchbox, every single one has had front and rear detailing. I think that might have been a request from Mercedes-Benz. They probably said, if you're going to make our cars again, detail them. We're not gonna we're not gonna bring the brand back if you're not gonna put any detail on our cars, because Mercedes-Benz is such a perfectionist-aimed lineup. They've always have and they always will. So that's my guess. I'm guessing the reason why every single one has had front and rear detailing is because that might have been a request from Mercedes-Benz. I could be wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me in a way. But this is really neat. And I think there's going to be variations on this one in particular with no interiors and then with interiors. This one has no interior because the windows are completely smoked. But I saw on Lamley several months ago that there's going to be a variation on this. And I looked at the two that they had, but no, they were all the same. So, yeah. I mean, look at that thing. It looks so odd just having an extra set of wheels on the back. And then you have a spare tire in the bed. So this truck is, has 7 tires total on it. So that's pretty crazy. And now the cars that I saw at Target that caught me by surprise is a new Marvel series. And I'm going to show you the blister. So it's a brand new Marvel series. Set of 5. And of course the most sought after one is probably going to be the T1 panel. But they had the whole set. Not too crazy about the bread box, the combat medic, and especially the quick delivery. So I just got my 2 favorites. So I got the Dodge van. Here, let me put it back in the standard position. So I got the van. And surprisingly, they did have this one, the most sought after one in the batch, the Volkswagen T1 bus. Pretty sweet. I like that a lot. I mean, I don't watch Marvel, obviously, but seeing these and these liveries is really nice. And also to see the panel back is really nice. And then one last car I got at Walmart, I had to get it because it's a 67 Camaro from the Color Shifters series. It was right on the front. Our Walmart did restock with the J-Case cars, finally, but someone beat me to it because they didn't have any of the Zamac Volkswagen Beetles or the any regular, and especially the Super Dodge Viper. No regular pedal driver treasure hunt, even though it's no big deal because I have it anyway. And oh yeah, of course, no T2 pickups or even like the Tesla Model X or the Ford GT, but I did see some Surf and Turfs and Bone Shakers and other cars from the J-Case, but that's no big deal to me because I found them over a month ago, and I just found the K-Case cars within the last week. So, anywho, so yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of videos yet on these new Matchboxes, but these are the 3 that are worth getting in the batch, because if you look it up on eBay or something, or actually really that's the only site I can think of, these are the only 3 worth getting. The rest are all crap. So, but I think the most popular one is going to be the G63 because it's a Mercedes and it's such an odd vehicle that a lot of people have to have it because it's just something so funky. So the Subaru is probably going to be the least popular, but it'll still be grabbed because it's a realistic police car. But the Transporter is the one that a lot of people are going to be after as well. Our Walmart did restock with this batch a couple days ago, but someone took them all. So I went out of town and went and stopped at a Walmart, and they restocked with the brand new batch and happened to find them at the right time, and I got the Transporter to complete it. So there you have it. Take care and happy collecting.